Saturday blues outside the door. Smoke rises through the Manchester sky, but the boys in red still never die. We walk through streets of broken light, old pop windows glowing white, scars so deep beneath the rain, still singing through the working pain. The papers say the club is lost, another draw, another cost. But every terrace, every song still tells us where we belong. And the floodlights shine through the storm like ghosts above the crowd. No glory left upon the table, but we still sing loud. Rain over Stretford, rain over our souls. Cold wind through Old Trafford, the football keeps us whole. Rain over Manchester, smoke across the night. We lose another Saturday, but we still wear red with pride. Hey, hey. George Best drinks through Friday nights. Charlton walks beneath the lights. Denis Law still fights alone in a city carved from stone. The train tracks hum beneath our feet, beer and cigarettes in the street, and every face inside the crowd carries pain they say aloud. No kings remain forever, no empire ever stays, but boys from rainy Manchester still live for match day. Rain over Stretford, rain across the town. We carry every broken season and never put it down. Rain over Manchester still echoes through the air, because the club belongs forever to the ones still standing there. Cold rain, red scarves, Saturday never dies. Cold beer, gray sky, another train home tonight. The rain falls hard on Chester Road, boots drag slowly through the cold. The papers scream another lie, but no one leaves, no one says Inside the pub the voices shake, talking about mistakes we made. McGuinness fading week by week, while Old Trafford forgets to speak. But every Saturday we return, through cigarette smoke and floodlight burn. No trophies hanging in the air, still the red scarves gather there. Saturday without glory, but we still sing the song. Manchester in the rain tonight still feels like home. Saturday without glory, cold hearts in the crowd. We lose another match again, but we still sing loud. George blessed out somewhere in the night, while Charlton walks beneath the lights. Denis Law still fights alone for a kingdom turning into stone. The station walls are soaked with rain. Same old train, same old pain, but every face beneath the smoke still carries football in their bones. Yeah, maybe glory disappears, maybe football breaks your years, but nothing kills the Stretford sound when Saturday comes back around. Saturday without glory, still marching through the storm. Old Trafford lights above the rain, keep broken hearts warm. Saturday without glory, but loyalty survives, because football isn't just a game, it's how we stay alive. Cold rain, empty glasses, red scarves in the dark. Smoke above the bar tonight. Nobody talks too loud anymore. Manchester feels colder now. Rain drips down the pub side glass. Another week result is past. The paper screaming black and white, united, fading every night. Old men argue near the fire. Young boys sing through tired desire. The city breezing nail and doubt, waiting to see who they throw out. George Best walks through midnight rain. Fame and whiskey hide the pain. Charlton stares across the ground like he hears a dying sound. And somewhere deep beneath the noise, the Stretford boys still raise their voice, 'cause loyalty was never made for easy years or glory days. These are the last days of McGuinness. Cold rain over Manchester skies. The empire shakes beneath the floodlights, but nobody leaves tonight. sing loud. Saturday trains and muddy shoes, working men with nothing to lose. They stand outside in freezing rain, still wearing pride through all the pain. Inside the tunnel, silence grows. No one says what everybody knows. The glory years are fading fast, and football ghosts walk from the past. Denis Law still fights alone for a club carved deep in stone, and every chant from every stand feels heavier across the land. Maybe managers disappear, maybe trophies aren't this year, but football lives in tired eyes and rainy English midnight skies. These are the last days of McGuinness. Oh, but Manchester never dies. The pub still burns beneath the darkness, and the boys still wear their pride. These are the last days of McGuinness, the end before rebirth, because every football empire first learns how to hurt. Rain on the terraces, smoke in the night. Old Trafford, waiting for change. Rain fall over Manchester. Saturday morning, red scarves moving through the smoke. Station smells of cigarettes, cheap beer and no regrets. Boots hit hard against the floor as the boys walk out once more. Gray skies hanging over town, every headline brings us down. The red scarves still cut through the rain, like ghosts that carry all the pain. Old Trafford waits beneath the storm, cold floodlights trying to stay warm, and every face inside the crowd still sings the club name proud. No silver trophy shines tonight, no glory burning in the lights, but loyalty was built for days when football hurts in quiet ways. Red scarves in the rain, still marching through the cold. Manchester hearts don't break, they only grow old. Red scarves in the rain, smoke drifting through the night. Even when the table falls apart, we still stand and fight. Young boys singing near the gates, old men talking about better days. George Best somewhere lost in town, while the city slowly drowns. Pubs glow gold against the storm, terrace chants still keeping warm, and every train that leaves tonight carries dreams beneath the lights. Rain water on the concrete every scar beneath the rain still carries Manchester through pain. Red scarves in the rain, still hanging through the years, floodlights shining through the storm and through the working tears. Oh, red scarves in the rain, still rising through the dark, because football lives forever. Old Trafford forever. Floodlights through the smoke, cold wind over Manchester, Saturday night again. The turnstiles grow beneath the rain, working men arrive again, boots soaked black from city streets, cold concrete beneath their feet. Cigarette smoke climbs the sky like prayers that never learn to fly. The Stretford End begins to roar, even louder than before. The pubs are packed with tired souls, talking football like religions roll. Every pine and every scar still points back to where we are. And under those old floodlight beams, we bury broken, tired dreams. But every song inside the stand still belongs to working hands. Smoke of Old Trafford, rising through the night. Red scarves in the freezing rain, still glowing in the light. Smoke of Old Trafford, floating through the cold. Football keeps a poor man young, even when they grow old. George Best streaks through city bars like a fallen king beneath the stars. Charlton walks through silent halls while Manchester slowly falls. Denis Law still fights with pride, even as the years collide. And every boy outside the ground still waits to hear that sacred sound. Trains arrive through dirty rain, carrying football, beer and pain. But nobody forgets the road to the theater built from hope. Maybe trophies fade away, maybe dark clouds on the day, but smoke still rises through the sky whenever Old Trafford comes alive. Smoke above Old Trafford, still dancing through the storm. The city freezes in the rain, but football keeps us warm. Oh, smoke above Old Trafford, working hearts still burn, because loyalty means staying, even when glory doesn't return. Cold smoke, floodlights, Manchester, breathing in the dark. Friday night, neon rain, Manchester never sleeps for long. Taxi lights on wet black streets, music drifting through the heat. George walks out beneath the glow, half the city already knows. Girls scream softly near the bars, flashbulbs burning like tiny stars. The king of football drinks again, trying hard to outrun fame. Old Trafford waits beyond the night, floodlights cold and silver white. But Friday belongs to smoke and sound, not the sacred football ground. Every headline knows his name, every pub repeats the same. Best was born to rule the game, but every king can feel the rain. George Best on Friday night, lost beneath the neon sky. Golden boots and whiskey eyes, still trying not to hide. George Best on Friday night, Manchester glowing red. Football made him feel immortal, but fame lives in your head. Cigarette smoke fills the room, jazz plays softly through the gloom. Friends all laughing far too loud, while lonely thoughts hide in the crowd. Outside rain falls on the town, old red scarves are hanging down. Tomorrow boys will pack the stand, still believing in his hands. Charlton walks a different road, quiet pride beneath the cold. But George burns fast against the dark, like a fire without a spark. Heroes fade beneath the lights, lost inside electric nights. And every city builds its kings before it breaks everything. George Best on Friday night, still dancing through the smoke, half genius and half disaster, wrapped inside one soul. George Best on Friday night, rain across the town. The boy who carried Manchester before the lights burned down. Rain on neon windows, taxi lights. Manchester after midnight. Cold wind, Saturday afternoon, voices rising through the rain. Concrete shaking under boots, smoke drifting from worn-out coats, floodlights hanging in the grey. Another football Saturday. The boys arrive through pouring rain, carrying scarves and carrying pain. But once the chanting fills the air, Manchester feels alive somewhere. Old men singing side by side, young boys learning how to fight, not with fists but with their voice. Plus football was never a choice. The city works through every week, factory smoke and tired feet, but every soul inside the stand still dreams with both cold hands. Stretford End Forever, still singing through the storm. Red scarves held against the sky, keeping broken hearts warm. Stretford End Forever, louder than the rain, 'cause football lives forever inside the working pain. Oh, oh, beer spills onto railway floors, pubs explode when United scores. Every chant rolls through the night like thunder underneath the lights. Managers rise and disappear, but the crowd still gathers here, and every seat beneath the smoke carries stories never spoke. George Best still haunts the air, Charlton's shadow lingers there, and Denis Law still walks with pride through every song. The fans still cry. No rich kings can own this place, no politician steals this faith, because football doesn't live in gold, it lives inside the cold. Stretford End Forever, still roaring through the years, floodlights shining through the smoke and through the working tears. Stretford End Forever, Manchester standing tall, because the boys inside those stands never left at all. Rain falling, crowds singing, Old Trafford breathing. Oh, early morning station, cold rain, beer cans rolling across the platform. Oh! Gray smoke hangs above the tracks, red scarves stuffed in battered bags, boots scrape hard on concrete lines. Saturday, away day time, the train pulls out through dirty rain. Manchester fading once again, songs are up from crowded seats, football running through the streets, pints spill over tired hands, arguments no one narrow streets, police lines and marching feet, pubs packed tight with noise and hate, waiting near the stadium gates. Some boys laugh, some boys fight, some just stare into the night. But every scarf around their neck feels like a promise of respect. Old Trafford feels 1,000 miles, beer and cigarettes and trials. But every train that leaves the town carries Manchester around. No kings inside these railway cars, no famous names or football stars, just working souls chasing noise, trying to still feel alive. Away days to Liverpool, rain against the steel. Saturday belongs to us because football feels real. Away days to Liverpool, red smoke in the cold, brotherhood inside the store, never growing old. Train wheel, rainfall, voices through the dark. Early morning station, cold rain, beer cans rolling across the platform. Cold air over Manchester, floodlights cutting through the rain. One last fighter still standing. Whoa. The crowd moves slowly through the gates, heavy boots and working days. Saturday carved into the soul, even when the scoreboard's cold. The city talks of changing times, lost young stars and fading signs. But one man still walks through the store, like football keeps its spirit warm. Denis Law beneath the lights, still battling through endless nights, while red skulls rise above the smoke for every promise never broke. No headlines made from golden lies, no kings hiding behind disguise, just muddy boots and tired bones, still carrying Manchester home. Denis Law never quit, never bowed beneath the rain. Every tackle, every scar, still carved into the game. Denis Law never quit, even when the glory died, because football lives forever inside working class pride. Whoa. The pub still roar his name at night, through cigarette smoke and fading light. Old men pounding wooden bars, talking football like old wars. George Best drifts beyond the crowd, Charlton silent but still proud. And somewhere deep in Old Trafford, the city still remembers hard. Young boys lean against cold rails, listening close to terrace tales, dreaming one day they might stand like Denis Law in this broken land. Some legends fade into the dark, some burn bright and leave no mark, but certain names survive the years inside chairs and working tears. Denis Law never quit, still echoing through the rain. Floodlights shine across the smoke and call his name again. Denis Law never quit. Manchester still knows that football belongs forever to the ones who never fold. Cold rain, red scars, oh, one last fighter. Manchester, winter rain, before the empire, before the glow. Streets, factory smoke and tire feet, Old Trafford sleeping in the storm. Long before the golden dawn, the pubs still burn with football talk. Working men on midnight walks, dreaming of a better year, while disappointment lingers here. Floodlights glow through dirty rain. The city hides its quiet pain. No one knows what waits ahead. Only red scarves soaked and spread. Legends fading one by one. Saturday comes, the victory is done. Return again to Manchester rain. Before Ferguson came, before the trophies shine, there was cold rain over Old Trafford and hope inside tired eyes. Before Ferguson came, the city still believed, because football lives forever in the hearts that never leave. George Best fading through the night, Charlton standing near the lights, Denis Law still fighting hard for a club carrying on scars. Train stations hum through winter fog, beer stains on the pub wood logs. Every supporter in the crowd still sings the anthem proud. No billion-pound football kings, no modern cameras catching things, just working souls beneath the smoke, living every word they spoke. Empires rise from broken years, from cigarette smoke and terrorist tears. And every giant football name once walked through rain. Before Ferguson came, Manchester stood alone. Floodlights shining through the darkness like fire against the cold. Before Ferguson came, the dream was still alive, because the club belonged forever to the ones who survived.